I'm Kim.
I'm Brad.
We're 6260 Ohana, California, and tonight we had dinner at the Crystal Palace at Magic Kingdom, so we're going to go ahead and review that.
Yeah, so it is changed for this year. It is now a, how would you put it, type of meal?
It's kind of like a shared meal, like a family style, but it's kind of different because the entree is like a menu and you order your entree, so It's no longer the buffet style. And it's not a character meal right now.
Yeah, right now, obviously, they're trying to still be a little more cautious as we're here right now. Yeah. Hopefully the characters come back, but we'll show you what the meal was like and what we thought of it.
But it was, what was it, $40?
It was $39 per person, and we also had an annual pass discount on top of that.
You could add on drinks, but the alcohol, like beverages, were not included.
Yeah, so you had to pay extra for alcohol. So let's go ahead and go on. Kim and I and Hayden obviously got pretty boring drinks. Hayden got a Coke, Kim got a Coke Zero, and I got an iced tea. Nothing really exciting there. But when we did get, our first thing that came out was
cornbread rolls. And they had like a jalapeno and
they're not
bacon.
Hot. They weren't hot.
No.
But we really could taste that bacon flavor.
You could. And it came with a red pepper jelly and butter. I didn't quite care for it. They were like little mini.
I could see where people really like the red pepper jelly with that. It would have been, it kind of had that smoky red pepper flavor to it. It wasn't spicy. They're not hot.
No, they're not, but it's just kind of not my jam.
And but it was okay. I rather had like a honey butter.
I would have preferred just a regular corn muffin.
Yeah, I agree. And that's kind of just us, I guess.
Yeah.
I can see where some people would really like it. I don't see where kids might not.
No, young kids probably would not like this.
Then we got the salad, and the salad was actually quite good.
I really like the salad, and especially at Disney, you get a lot of fresh vegetables because you have Living with the Land, and that's always nice.
Yeah, and it was a really light dressing on it. I could barely taste the dressing on it, but the candy nuts they had on it was really good, and lettuce I liked. I don't care for onions and tomatoes, so I can't comment on it.
The tomatoes were good.
Or cucumbers, so.
And cucumbers were good.
So it was a good salad. I mean, we ended up eating it, and they brought out 2 different plates for us for 3 of us.
For the salad only.
Yeah, so that was good. Far as meals, Hayden got the fried chicken with
green beans and mac and cheese.
And I guess those green beans were good because you guys were on those.
So Hayden was like, these are really good, you have to try them. So I had some, and they had the bacon and oil, and it was so good. I really liked the green beans.
Green beans are not my thing, so they're okay. I tried them. Still not my thing.
I loved them.
And then the mac and cheese that he had was actually okay.
Yeah, I had a little bite just to try it, and it was pretty good.
I don't think it was overly...
There's nothing that, like...
fancy.
It's not something that's going to stand out and be your signature mac and cheese, but it's a decent mac and cheese.
And I can see where adults and kids will both like to eat it.
Yes.
And then he did get the chicken, and the chicken...
The fried chicken.
He said he really liked it. It was really moist and really good, but it tasted a little bit overly peppery in the dough, or whatever you want to call it.
Like the breading for the fried chicken?
Yeah.
He said it had a little kick.
Yeah, so that's something to be aware of. If you don't like anything overly peppery, that might be an issue. And then as far as meals, then Kim got?
I got the prime rib beef, and I thought it was excellent. I get mine rare. I just like it that way because sometimes at restaurants it gets overcooked. It was delicious, and it was seasoned just right on the outside. And I got asparagus. It was okay. There was like a cheesy au gratin potatoes, and I like au gratin potatoes, but I didn't care so much for these au gratin potatoes.
Okay. So, prime rib, seasoned right, cooked right. There you go. I got something a little bit different. I got the pork chop, which had a sweet potato with candied nuts on it, the pecans on it, and brown sugar, and apple flavoring. I couldn't really taste the apple flavoring, so the pork chop was good. I could really taste the cumin in the pork chop. It was really good, but it did have a little bit of a bite. It actually had more bite than the fried chicken did. So you will really taste that spicy kind of bite into it. But as far as the pork chop, it was really moist, cooked great. It was easy to cut. I really enjoyed it, and I liked it. As far as the broccolini, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't nothing spectacular, but it was good. And then the sweet potatoes, really good. But you really got to get that butter and everything mixed into it, and that's the only way I kind of liked it.
And I think you mentioned that there was like a candied pecans on it too.
That's what I said. So yeah, the pecans, they made it really good. Overall, I thought it was really good. So, would I order again? Yeah.
And I would definitely get the prime rib again. Hayden would get his again. So we are all happy with our meals.
The only two things we didn't try were the catfish and shrimp and what was it?
The fried cauliflower.
Yeah. So those are the only two things we got. So we actually tried a lot on the menu. And so we'll go on to our desserts. And desserts was a little odd.
Yeah, actually, that part was a little disappointing. I don't eat bananas, and half of the desserts have bananas in
so
them.
the two ones, one kind of had like a weird banana bread, but a lot heavier frosting on it. And it was okay. I didn't care for that first one.
The first one, she said it had pineapple in it too.
Yeah, I really couldn't taste it. It was kind of bland. The second one I really liked was like a tart. And it tastes like a banana cream pie. And it had like the tiger frosting on it and everything kind of color. But it was really good. I actually ate the whole thing of that. Because nobody else wanted to eat that. I don't know. I was happy.
And then they had a chocolate cupcake that came with like a raspberry frosting, and the center had a caramel filling. That was pretty good. It was okay. You know, I
like the raspberry frosting actually.
I would have liked to see them do like a mini size cupcake, so there was one on the plate for everybody.
Yeah. And
that was a hard one to share.
This was the issue with the desserts, and luckily we were completely full, but when they brought it out, if we would have had, you know, where we wouldn't eat so much like we did, I would have felt kind of, because the people with only 2 people at the table got the same amount of desserts as we did with 3.
Yeah, so that was a bit odd.
Yeah.
And then the last part was a peach cobbler, and actually that was my favorite part of the dessert.
I enjoyed it. That was good. I really wish they had some whipped cream or something on top of the cobbler though.
They had that like cream and celery sauce, and
it was okay. It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't make it. Yeah, I think a whipped cream would have been really good with it.
But overall, so the desserts were hit and miss. I really liked the banana cream pie. Was my favorite thing. The cupcake was okay.
Yeah.
The other thing I really didn't care for. I can't remember what it was called. That little white bar thing. And then the cobbler was good. So 50-50.
Yeah, it's all right. And sadly, a good dessert can help make a meal. And I mean, overall, it was good, but there were certain things like the cornbread to us was all right, and not really to our taste. Like I could see people that would like it.
Yeah, I could really see people really liking that red pepper, roasted red pepper jelly on with that cornbread, and I thought it had a good flavor. It's just not my flavor.
I think it's going to be either you hate it or you love it kind of thing.
So overall, for $39 per person, would we recommend going to here? I would say, yeah, it was a good meal.
It was.
And I'm taking the price into consideration because for Disney, $39 is not bad.
No, it isn't. It's like you said, the entree is really good, the salad was good, and desserts were all right.
Only things to be aware of, it is really noisy in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And so that hasn't changed. But other than that, it was a nice relaxing meal. It was good to have a sit-down service.
Before, when it was, if this gives you any comparison, when we went to the buffet about 5 to 7 years ago, we said we would never go back to the Crystal Palace because it was such a horrible experience and the food was not good at all. And so for us to go back because it was a different style, I would say, you know, maybe I go back. I wouldn't, like, it wouldn't be one of those, like, I really want that reservation.
I think if we can get the reservation and it's there, we'd go back. I think it was worth it. I don't have a problem with going there. Obviously, there's other restaurants we'd rather go eat at in Magic Kingdom. But overall, I think it's a solid choice. So with that, I think it's time for us to say goodbye and
find your magic.
Bye, everyone.